Hey, whether you like it or not, we are already headed for a recession. Whether you are ready or not, the recession is going to be here and we are going to be hit with an economic downturn, right? Everybody knows that, but what people don't realize is that business is cyclical. There are bound to be a economic boom and then followed by a recession, right? So it's only a matter of timing whether the recession is going to be next month, next week, or within this year 2020 itself. So what should average agents do about it? What should the average guy, average businessman running a real estate business, what they should be doing about it, right? So here's the thing, you already know that the recession is already upon us. You already know that recessions don't care, right? Whether you are ready or not, whether you resist change or not, or whether you are very prepared for it. It doesn't care. It doesn't work that way, right? So my mentor Dan Kennedy said, you can choose whether to participate in the recession or not. The recession is already here, right? And everyone else is badly affected. And only you can determine whether you want to participate in this recession or not. And obviously, you do want to participate, right? You do want to you want a boom in a recession, right? So the question is how to sell more homes in a recession. So let's look at the last recession, which was in 2008, 2009, right? And many agents went out of business because of the recession, and a lot of people lost their job. They couldn't make payment. A lot of houses got repossessed, right, by the bank or by HDB. So either way, there are people badly affected, and agents are also one of them. So the thing is that all the agents are very worried about the recession. They don't know what to do. What should I, what kind of strategy should I have, right? So everyone is hoping for their good times to continue, and if you're hoping that your good times continued, then you are in for a surprise. All right. So how do you sell more homes in a recession? That's the question, right? So my answer got two aspects to it. The first aspect is about personality, right? So the every successful entrepreneur that you and I know, right? Outside of real estate, every great entrepreneur who succeeded always had this personality aspect in their own personality, and that is being vigilant, being observant, being flexible, right? So that means they don't lower their guard, they don't resist change. They are open, they keep their eyes open, they keep their eyes on the horizon, looking there, anticipating, looking at what is coming next, so that when there is a recession coming, they can ride the wave, right? And when there is a bull market coming, they can be there before everyone else, right? So this is something which I call, being vigilant, being flexible. And the total opposite of that is, becoming lazy, fat, and happy. All right, fat, lazy, and happy. Right, that's the total opposite. And I've personally known agents who become fat, lazy, and happy. How? After they win the first top producer award, they go and buy a condominium, and then they buy luxury watches, and they spend, they buy luxury cars and all that, because they assume that good times will last. They don't they don't last. Good times don't last, neither do bad times last long, right? But in general, good times last longer than bad times. But the thing is that you have to be careful, you have to be vigilant, be flexible. You can't become slow to change. You can't resist change. So change is part of our life. Change is part of our business cycle, whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, right? So that's the first thing. How do you, in a recession, how do you become better? How do you make more money? How do you improve yourself? And earlier on, I mentioned about being flexible, being, vigilant, right? So you have to work on it. You have to cultivate this aspect of your own personality, all right? You have to you have to force yourself not to become lazy, not to take things for granted. You have to come out of your comfort zone. It's a proven fact that your income zone is equal to your comfort zone. So the bigger your comfort zone is, the bigger your income is going to be. That's a fact, right? You ask any millionaire out there, you can ask any billionaire out there, and they will tell you the same, and you will realize it's true. The thing is that it's true that their comfort zone is so big. They're willing to do a lot of stuff. They're willing to do whatever it takes, and they're willing to go through whatever hardship to get things done. And that is why their income is also very, very high, very, very large, because their comfort zone is equal to their income zone. All right. So now that I've mentioned that, so you got to work on it. You got to stop yourself becoming lazy. How do you do that? You can do this in a number of ways. Leverage technology, right? So when you leverage technology, you know what's happening out there in the market. So in Google, it's so easy. It's so easy to set custom alerts. So when you have custom alerts, right, Google will email you. Google will send you prompts, and you will know. Oh, okay, you will get the news before everyone else. Right? That's one aspect of being vigilant, being flexible. All right, you just find a few keywords. I did that all the time. So for example, I mean, that's how I knew that there was something coming up, but not many people knew about it, because I set up custom alerts, and it's true story, right? I set a custom alert for a specific keyword, and Google send me those alerts, and every day I'm checking my email, right? So I get these alerts. That's how I realize, oh, okay, that's how I stay in front of the right news, right? Being vigilant, being flexible. It's not about reading news. It's not about reading every day, waking up and reading the newspaper. No, it's not. There's a lot of information that is not relevant to you. So being vigilant in has to be with respect to your business, right? With respect to whatever, a lot of things are hidden from the average person, right? So you have to be the right person at the right time. And you do that by developing your vigilance, by being vigilant, by being perceptive to change, being receptive to changes coming in, whether you like it or not, right? You must realize that every change also has some benefit in it. So this day the economic downturn coming, right? And I can tell you that it will be a silver lining, and there is some benefit. We don't know yet, but there will definitely be a benefit for some people, for all people as well. All right. So that was the first aspect of it. Work on your personality, be more vigilant, be more flexible. And the second thing is actually a tactic, right? So in recession, let me tell you, in a recession, based on what I learned from the last recession, right? Every recession is cyclical, right? And every recession, people first lose their jobs. And when they lose their jobs, right, everyone relies on their savings, right? And because of that, spending power goes down, right? And when that happens, right, they can't make payments on mortgages, right? And when that happens, the bank or the ADB, they're gonna repossess all their homes, right? And I can tell you, repossessed homes will be in hot demand. There will be other people waiting to pounce on those kind of homes, right? So let me tell you another thing. In every market, there are people who are always willing to buy in any market, even in a down market. Maybe because they signed an agreement that, on selling the house, and now they have to die that buy a house, right? So that is a kind of a must move prospect that I'm sharing with you, right? So these kind of must move prospects, they are out there, they are ready to buy even in an economic downturn. It's just that your job is to go and find where is he, all right? Your job is to attract him with the right deal. And then when they hear of the right deal, the next thing is for you to make a relationship with them. When you have a relationship with them, when you connect with them, when you offer them what they want, definitely they will use your services, right? So that's how you survive and thrive even in an economic downturn. So, my friend, you have to really, really be vigilant, be flexible, be open to change. Do not resist change. There's no point in fighting change. And then you must focus on must move prospect. Do your own research. Go and find out, go and read up, go and Google, go and search on all these type of prospects. And that is how you can stay in the game in the coming recession, my friend.